Hello, and welcome back to Song Surveys on Sofas with Superheroes. So today's song is a song I actually heard on a radio station I wasn't really expecting to hear it on. It's a little bit of a slower song, and the radio station is pretty much a rock station that ranges from like classic rock to current rock. So the fact that I heard it twice so far on the station, I'm wondering if maybe they're doing a concert with the band or something, because the rest of the band's songs are definitely more traditional rock songs, so it's just interesting to me. But we'll get into that. So, the song and band today, the song is called Just Say When, version 2.0. Technically, that's the version I've been listening to. And it's by Nothing More, who I downloaded one of their other songs and I'm like in love with it. So I'm definitely interested to see what's happening with this band, where it's going. But let's get into the song itself. So I did a little bit of research. I tried to figure out what the version difference is, but I listened to both versions. They seem pretty similar. So if anyone knows what the difference is, please comment below, because that would be awesome, so that I'm not sounding like a total dummy. But all right, so let's get into the song itself. So this song is definitely a slower song. The instrumental part in the beginning definitely grabbed me right away when I was listening to it. Again, I'm just like a sucker for like a good heart-warming instrumental piece, but definitely love the beginning of it. I was, again, grabbed right from the start. But then the lyrics are really where this song just like totally takes off. The very first lyric is about like dreams and looking at stars, and I just like love things like that, so it was awesome. I love it. Love the lyrics. Again, that first initial thing that just like totally grabs you in, so that was great. But anyway, I guess the reason I really like the song is because it talks about a relationship, right? So they're talking about potentially breaking up, and they're not really sure. He's not sure if he wants to end it. So the chorus is, tonight we're growing closer, closer to the end. Were we fools for each other or fools for falling in? So I really love the idea of just this, like, almost final plea, right? He's kind of thinking to himself, well, wait, like, I'm not sure that I want this to be over. During the chorus, they talk about how, no one said this would last, and the brightest flame burns fast. So I really like that idea, because then it gets carried on throughout the song, right? So it talks a lot about like imagery that you would associate with the ending of things. He says, I see the sunset in your eyes again, which I love, right? So that means that he's seen it before, which again, I just like love that idea of this isn't the first time it's happening. Closer to the end, so clearly they have already kind of started this journey of ending things. But then there's still that little bit of hope, right? Are we fools for each other, or are we fools for falling in? So he's still not quite sure about it all ending, even though he's seeing these signs, right? Again, the sunset in the eyes. I get that same sinking feeling. So, yeah, so then we get to like the bridge part, and I really do like the bridge. The first part of the bridge, I'm not a huge fan. So the first line of the bridge is, we keep circling, it never ends. That I don't really care too much about. But then the next part I love. So we keep breaking down, but never bend. For some reason, I just like love that line. I think it is a fantastic line. I really just genuinely love that line, because a lot of times bands do the opposite, right? We bend but don't break. I mean, I can think of at least 2 or 3 songs right off the top of my head that have that like bend and not break sort of a thing. So I kind of like the opposite for once. Like, it's just such a cool concept to me that you are breaking, but you're not bending. And then the other part of the chorus that I really, really love is the whole name of the song, Just Say When, right? He talks about a glass. So the last line in the chorus is, the glass was half full when we stopped pouring in. So just say when. And it's fantastic. I love the idea of the glass. I love the idea of pouring in, and the whole half full. Is it optimistic? Is it you know, not optimistic, pessimistic, I guess, yeah. So I just like love that imagery, and then to say, just say when. So he's like kind of giving this person the control in a way to maybe like give him the sign, like, am I gonna keep trying if you say when later in life, or am I gonna stop trying if you say when right now? So I do kind of just love that kind of vague idea of who's really deciding whether this relationship is over or not, which again, I just think it was really clever, and I think naming the song Just Say When, and then once you figure out what it means in the song, it's definitely a little bit more powerful. So yeah, again, really like the song. It's Just Say When by Nothing More, and I'm definitely gonna have to check out Nothing More. They definitely are like more of a rock band, but the fact that I heard them on like a very rock heavy station twice now is definitely super interesting. And even yesterday when I heard it in the car for the second time, I was like, oh, this song made it onto a different radio station. And then I was like, oh no, I'm listening to the rock station that I was listening to the other day. So it's just super interesting that it's being played. I'm excited about it, and I hope it actually does hit mainstream radio, because it's a really good, catchy song, and it seems to fit all of, you know, pop song boxes. Not that I want it to be a pop song necessarily, because I like that it's like an alternative rock song, but hey, if it gets people listening to it, that's awesome, and they definitely deserve good things. It's a good song. And again, please, if you know the difference between the versions, comment below. If you don't, and you are like, this song is terrible, comment below. If you like the song, if you've never heard the song, if you know the band better than I do, please, I love to hear all of your opinions. Subscribe, like, yeah, so have a good day, and I'll see you next time.